Welcome, everybody, to Funeral Nation episode 190. I'm Ryan Thogmartin. That's Jeff, the funeral commander, Harbison. And we have 5 guests today, all appearing at the same time, but it could
That's
be
it. You
our
don't want
most
to miss
crowded
this
show.
You don't want to miss this episode. It's going to be a big one, and we've got celebrities on today. So hang in a few minutes as we walk through this process. You're not going to want to miss this crew. But you know what? We are powered by my company, C&J Financial, and it's a blessing to work with these guys. We are exploding. We're helping so many families out here, especially in this difficult time where they're really watching their pennies. And that gift of life insurance from the deceased makes a big difference. So let's roll that promo.
C&J Financial and CFS are excited to announce a powerful yet simple solution to help thousands of funeral homes and families with the challenges that life insurance assignments can bring. Insurance companies are often a hassle to deal with, and claims can take weeks or months before payment is received. If you're tired of the hassle and cash flow delay in processing insurance death claims, C&J's Fast Funding program can help. With the new seamless integration between the two companies, CFS client families can submit preliminary insurance information to your firm through your website prior to the arrangement conference. The final assignment information is sent to C&J via the Insurance Assignment tab in your website management console. Once the claim is submitted, C&J will verify the benefits, and as soon as verification is obtained, payment is made to your firm, usually within 24 to 48 hours. C&J and CFS are committed to simplifying the lives of funeral directors so you can focus your time serving families.
All right, Ryan, we've got some states that are opening up, changing and relaxing. It'll be interesting if that reaches down into the funeral and cemetery side.
Yeah, it will be. And at a time when things are starting to get a little bit more relaxed, we have New Jersey who just issued closed casket, direct burial, direct cremation, direct entombment, no funeral service. It's pretty sad. I mean, and the funeral directors are suffering through this, for one, because, you know, what they want to be compassionate and they want to help families grieve, but families are really taking, you know, the blunt end of this. You're in a situation where you can't sit with a loved one at a nursing home or a care facility or the hospital, and then being forced with a closed casket and no funeral and no gathering, direct entombment, cremation, or burial. I mean, it's really creating a problem, and it's surprising to see when other states, I think they're predicting this week that 12 states are going to begin lifting restrictions. And, you know, it will be interesting to see if that opening of some of the economy, if that trickles down to funeral homes being allowed to have smaller gatherings and things. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's definitely like we're treading through a time where we've continued to talk about this for the last 8 weeks, but every week there's something a little bit different that's changing in the process. And, you know, that's really it. The processes have changed dramatically from where they were, you know, just a month or 2 ago when things were completely normal.
Yeah, and as you and I talked about, what's going to be the new normal now for the future? Is it going to be more offsite arrangements like we're doing now, different gatherings, etc.? That's yet to be determined. But anyway, let's get on, because this is an exciting day. We've got 4 young men and a great guide, and I just can't wait for everybody to see this crowd. So let's roll our interview with Meredith and Sons.
Well, I am insanely excited because we have one of my favorite families to follow on Facebook. It's like watching my childhood in repeat because of me and my brothers and the way that you guys get, you know, Nerf wars and all the things that you do. We have Jamie, Meredith, and Sons with us today, and you've probably seen them on the show before and on their Monday morning program that reaches thousands on Facebook now, Meredith and Sons. So Jamie and boys, welcome.
Well, thanks, Ryan. We couldn't be more excited to join you guys, my man.
Well, we're excited to have you guys here. If you will, Guys, how about introduce yourself, gentlemen? The younger gentleman. Everybody knows your dad. He's famous.
Infamous, more like it, Jeff. There's a little slight difference there. You want to go first? So what's your name?
Levi.
Levi.
Jonah. Luke. Noah.
Noah.
That
Awesome.
is the crew.
That's the crew. And before we even get started on this interview, we want to lift up Miss Katie, who's the mom and wife of these guys.
Yep.
She's sort of like, she is the gasoline behind the engine. It's sort of like C&J for Funeral Nation. That lady has her own cul-de-sac in heaven with a big gate around it.
She
This
has
is
already reached sainthood. You know, I think I don't think happened before. You know, before somebody actually passed away, but she's reached it already.
Oh,
She's
that's
gotta
awesome.
be there.
She's great. So, guys, we just have a question for each of you. I'm going to start off, and then Ryan will ask the next one. Levi, I understand you have a pet lizard. Tell me about it.
Well,
What's his name?
Wes.
Whoa,
Oh,
check
nice.
it out.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, can you see Wes right there? There
Yeah.
he is.
Yes, look at him.
Perched up there on the orange.
What do you feed him?
Mosquito hawks.
Really? I thought he'd be kind of a Captain Crunch or a Cocoa Crispy kind of guy. No? No. Well, he's pretty cool.
He looks like the Geico lizard a little bit.
He does.
Very, very similar. I think they're cousins.
Okay.
All right, Ryan, you're up with a
That is
question.
awesome. All right, Luke, this one's for you. I heard you like having PE time at home now that school is out. What do you do?
I swing so very high on the swing set that I feel like I'm going to flip over it.
Oh, my God.
Jeez. Oh,
No,
man.
that's pretty fun.
That's
That is
pretty
pretty
fun.
fun.
And you guys are on top of a mountain, so you're higher than probably everybody else down there in Alabama at that time, especially on the swing, right?
Pretty much.
That's really cool. All right, Jonah, my question for you. I understand you started reading a new way for school. Tell me about it.
Well, it's called Epic, and you basically like read books online. Some of them you have to read yourself, but some of them are audiobooks.
Nice.
Wow. So you're doing this on your own?
Yes, sir.
Wow,
It's
that is so
something-
awesome. Say again, please.
It's something we started for school.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty cool. So do you enjoy reading?
Yes, sir.
Good for you, man. I tell you what, that'll pay off dividends in the future.
That's right. So are you reading like the Hardy Boys or Extreme Ownership? Like what kind of books are we reading here?
Like basketball books and stuff, like
Nice.
comics.
Good for you.
That's very cool. Very cool. Good for you, man. All right, Noah, I've got one for you, the eldest. All right. I've heard you've been doing some woodworking. Tell me a little bit about what you have been making.
Yes, sir. I made a spear and I made a little karambit knife. I have them right here with me.
Wow.
That is sweet.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
So he got a wood burning kit for Christmas, and so all of the design on this whole freaking spear, man, is his own handiwork.
That is awesome. You're doing pretty good with that thing.
Oh, that
that's
looks like
cool.
good gracious. That looks like something you'd get off the Tiki Island somewhere over in Samoa with some really tribal looking stuff on it. That's really the bomb. Is creative.
Very nice. Is this Noah, is that part of your scouting, or is this just something you've done on your own?
Just something I've done on my own.
That's fantastic, man. Good for you.
All right, so I'm going to test you guys to see how well you know your dad, and he doesn't see this one coming.
Ooh, wow. This one is going to be shocking.
Yeah, so guys, your dad has a favorite cup at the office that has become renowned. what it say on that cup? Is that true?
Oh, you don't know which one?
Is it that wood one? With
No,
the wood
no.
cup? Then I don't know.
Y'all know which one.
Yeah.
I can't say it though.
I don't know it. I thought it was that one that said Boss Man on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's actually your mom's cup.
Exactly. I think y'all want to tell them which one you're referencing there?
Yeah, your dad has a cup, and it was actually on Funeral Nation a few weeks ago. It says, "I love to fart." Is that a fact?
Yes. In the car.
It is. Okay. Well, we just.
In the car, especially. Thanks.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he has the window controls. So that's what I'm talking about being part of the boys, man. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Well, guys, you guys, I have to tell you, you're inspirational not just to other people, but you actually are doing things that at a time when we're looking for someone to be doing life correctly. And
Yeah.
you're so blessed to have a dad that loves you as much as he does. And the objective, because all you guys are still in a good space. What we'd love to do is this interview about 10 years from now and see how things are going. And I believe that all you guys are going to be awesome men. You're great young men right now. But I have to tell you, your message and what you're doing, I know it's good for you and it feels great that your dad's spending time with you, but you individually are making really a difference in other people's lives. And we're grateful that you superstars are on, and I'm scared to death of you in a Nerf fight. You know that.
Yeah, I think they've already taken you out a couple of times there, Jeff.
I was snipered bad, right in the forehead.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a battle with these dudes, man. They
Yeah.
are unbelievable warriors, man.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, listen, guys, it is so cool to watch you each week. I look forward to your Monday morning episodes, and I think it's so cool that you can do it as a family, and that your dad is leading you and raising you as godly men. That is awesome. But it's a lot of work done on your part as well. So keep it up. And I'll continue to watch all of the crafts and the creations that you're coming up with during this quarantine. It's pretty impressive.
Never a dull moment, that's for sure, guys.
And that's it. Go give your mom a big old hug from us up here, because she's awesome also. Katie, you're a wonderful person.
Could not agree with that more, my man.
All right, guys.
Good.
Well, go back in your reign of terror on top of the mountain there, and we'll probably see you on the 6 o'clock news this evening, okay?
Thank y'all for having us, guys.
All right. See
All
ya.
right. See ya.
Bye.
Oh, geez. What a crowd. Like, I know you follow them on Facebook, so I follow the Meredith and Sons Facebook page, obviously, and get their content on Monday mornings. And it's always like, it is equivalent to some of the best sermons from an inspirational standpoint that I've ever listened to. But then to watch the lifestyle and these crazy kids just like shoot each other with Nerf guns, the projects and the forts that they build. Like, Jamie does a great job of kind of depicting this life through his Facebook profile. It's pretty phenomenal.
It's really cool. And again, we give big shouts and kudos to Katie. She's a glue, keeps it all together. I've met her several times, and she's a wonderful person. It's a great family. But
That's right.
I was glad to have them on here. So if you're not following Meredith and Sons, you need to.
Absolutely you do. Absolutely you do. Well, cool. Well, Commander, I know you're hunkered down, staying safe in the great state of Arizona. We are remote at our office here in Ohio until June 1. So it's definitely interesting, but I'm glad that we are fortunate enough to have platforms like this where we can still operate fully. I know your team is operating at more than 100% capacity. And so are we. It's it's an interesting time, but man, being able to adapt and pivot and move and still serve is the name of the game. Well, as we wrap this up, we can't forget about our friends at Plotbox. Watching what they're doing right now when cemeteries are having to do everything online, like Plotbox is dynamite. Like, this is what they do. So we're going to have them back on in a couple weeks to just talk about all the advances that they're making with their product and their software and how they're serving cemeteries in this time, because it's really phenomenal. But shout out to Plotbox and what they are doing. So Commander, this is episode 190. Looking forward to what's coming up. We should have some guests from the DNA to Diamond space, along with NFDA, and some big things moving and shaking.
That's it. So stay tuned. Again, it's the only weekly news show you get on here and find out what's up to date. But you guys, men and women, thank you for what you're doing. Funeral side, cemetery side.
Yeah.
It's almost like the old days. The show must go on, no matter what condition.
That's right. You got it. Okay. All right. Until next time, have a great effing week.
Out here.